Russian spoils. Okay, every setting is clear. Okay, well, now can have a points. Well, now we are roasting Almas Jacob. Okay. Salam Habibi, how are you? I hope you are fine. It's me, Michaela Cizayodi Santa, welcoming you in my channel, Sheikh Afghan Jelebi Michaela Cizayodi Santa. Well, as a title, you have known that now, today we are going to talk about uh, United States visa policy issued by a government under President Donald Trump. Okay, now, well, as we are in we are Bangladeshis, we are Pakistani, we are Indians, and somehow we are Saudi Arabians. When we have to go to another country, well, we can go to another world. I mean, United States of America, where there is a major cultural difference and major national ethical difference. Here we have to mention that since I am a good woman, I am a good girl, I would have a right to go to America to be settled as well as my skill. Well, my skill is teaching profession, and I would have a right to have a shelter in asylum in the United States of America in a base of teaching professions. Every teachers living in Bangladesh, America, Bangladesh, India, and Pakistan, and somehow Saudi Arabia would like to wish that. Well, here is the points. Well, but in the current visa policy, that was not in a credit score. That was in that was by permission with uh, accordance to the another country that you live. Here is the major points that we can have. The, somehow unethical persons could be settled in the United States of America. Hence, here the new visa policy has come. Okay. Uh, get a job. Okay. Well, perhaps I could not write. I could not read Hindi. Okay. Well. Okay. Could you write in English, please? Well, and in a new visa policy would be like that credit card or social credit score. When my social credit score would be above 100 or above thousands or above 10,000, I have a probable chance to get a visa to visit in United States of America. And now here I would like to roast Almas Jacob in that policies. Okay. Have you ever saw any boy in girl's dress? I have seen every person's. Well, okay, I have seen every person's, and I have Moreover, I have a friends of cross desserts. Okay. Well, you have a correct answers, and I would like to respect you. And well, you can search. You can search. Prefer. You can search in the another points, and you can search in as cross crossy girl in Instagram and the crossy girl in YouTube. You can get it. Okay. Well, I am a girl, but uh, I am a transgender girl. You can see. Well, now here is the points. Well, here is 5 minutes. Well, now I would like to say.
वेलकम वॉचर्स मैं हूं मास्टर आप देख रहे हैं यूएस सेक्रेटरी ऑफ स्टेट मार्क रूबियो सेज लैक ऑफ सोशल मीडिया प्रोफाइल कुड प्रॉम्प्ट वीजा डिनायल अजीजो अमेरिका ने एक नई पॉलिसी इंट्रोड्यूस करवा दी है जो भी फॉरेन स्टूडेंट्स अमेरिका जाते हैं पढ़ने के लिए स्टडी करने के लिए उनको अब वीजा नहीं दिया जाएगा अगर उनका सोशल मीडिया अकाउंट एक्टिव नहीं होगा आप यहाँ पर पढ़ सकते हैं न्यू यूएस वीजा रूल्स will force foreign students to unlock social media profiles. अब ये न्यूज सुनकर कोई भी शख्स ये सोचेगा कि अमेरिका क्यों चाहता है कि स्टूडेंट्स स्टडी के ऊपर ध्यान देने के बजाय सोशल मीडिया प्रोफाइल्स अपनी अपडेट करते रहे क्योंकि इन नए कानून के अंदर ये जो नए रूल्स बनाए गए हैं वीजा देने के इसमें ये बात भी शामिल है कि अगर आपको वीजा मिल गया है आप स्टडी करने के लिए चले गए अमेरिका और वहां पर जाकर अगर आपका सोशल मीडिया अकाउंट आप एक्टिवली उसको अपडेट नहीं करते हैं यू डोंट कीप पोस्टिंग तो आपका वीजा बैन किया जा सकता है और आपको फौरन से डिपोर्ट किया जाएगा अमेरिका से अब
Okay. Well, uh, here is my here is now. I got an answer for the questions. Well, where is Almas Jacob says? Well, yeah. Now Almas Jacob is talking about the study visa in United States of America. Okay. Well, my story is different in different channels, but now in the life, our story is United visa for issues on United States of America is my story in the life. Okay. Now get us ready. Well, as we can see that visa story, several person we can have some visas and students Donald Trump administration issues a visa policy that if any student could not update her social media regularly, Donald Trump administration cancel the visa of that students. Here is Almas Jacob's point. Well, I condense in 1 minute 11 seconds. Okay. As you can see, now we can see there is a point. So now here we are going to another policies. Okay. The comment, the last comment is beautiful, but it is suitable in another life of another channels. Okay? Well, okay, now let's see. Uh, and we can see there is the points. Well, how is it possible? Okay, you can search in on Microsoft Bing and Google. You get the answer. Well, now let's come into the points. Here, how can we get is the points? Well, and as a student, if a student cannot update his social media, well, Donald Trump administration can ban his student visa, and that is good for me, and that is good for every student. Now, why would I say about that? Well, let me know you. Well, now in I would tell you about some Bangladeshi persons named Mubassil Islam. He was uh, he gets a study visa in England, and he get an asylum of political asylum in the calendar of 1991. Well, here is clear because of Ershad period, Mubassil Islam lose his every point, his 4 years, Mubassil Islam lose uh, because of wasting time. When now he want has no time to waste in his law education. Therefore, he got political and educational asylum in England, and now he became according to Wikipedia, he became a citizen and lawyer of England until 2022. Well, uh, that means almost 31 years Mubassil Islam was a lawyer and the citizen of England. But recently, we can say that he was a law student in England, a friendly nation of Israel. Well, Israel is a very positive country, so, but Mubassil Islam support Palestinian terrorism. Well, here and here some social media we can get the point. Now let me tell you some things. Okay. Uh, uh, well, as you have wasted your time by commenting like this in the topic of study visa issues. Well, you got the answer? Okay. But now, here we go. Well, I would like to say some things about the policies. Well, here you can see, just a moment. Okay. Well, just a moment. As a points, here is some negative points. Well, now you can see. Well, okay. Here is Mufassil Islam's short video against Israel. That it is one video. Mufassil Islam say against Israel. Well, here is another videos we can see. Here is the second video of Mufassil Islam against Israel just to support Palestinian terrorism. Okay. Well, here is now Pakistan is important for Iran, America to handle Iranian terrorist regime. Now let me ignore. Okay. Now you can say at the points. Well, okay. Now here is not a proper points, but now we can say. Well, here I am typing. Okay. Here is I am typing about Israel. Here is I am typing about this. Okay. Well, here is Mufassil Islam misleading points about spreading heads against Israel and probable promoting terrorism of Palestinian terrorism. Where's the points? 1, 2, 3. Well, what if Jesus was born in Israel today? But hashtag is free Palestine. Well, what if Hamas was hiding in Israel? Well, here's the points criticizing Israel, not anti-Semitic. Well, here is some points we can see. Here is Mufassil Islam several videos only against Israel. She's just promoting Palestinian terrorism. Okay. Well, and well, let's see have the points. Okay. Now let's we get points as our movies. Well, now we can get some things. Well, here is Mufassil is the one example, a fraction of one example of Mufassil Islam that he is studying and working as a lawyer and become a citizen of England in 31 years. Well, in 2022, Mufassal Islam shaped herself in as a citizen of Canada. Well, she has been a citizen of Canada in 3 years. Well, Mufassal Islam, well, Mufassal Islam are spreading hates against non-Muslim community. I mean the Kafir community in the world. Well, she supporting. Well, here we can see that in several videos he is supporting. Well, in several videos he is supporting Palestinian terrorism against Israel. Well, and now 1 minute. Sorry. Sorry. Well, here we can see that there are several points, and you can see. Well, it is a dangerous point for us. Mufassal Islam is the citizen of Western country. Mufassal Islam is the citizen of Israel supporter countries for 34 years just to work as a profession of lawyer and has a study as a in law stream. Well, even Mufassal Islam complete master, bachelor and masters and and fellowship of in law department in England. That is the country under Tony Blair, Gordon Brown, well, David Cameron, Boris Johnson on Prime Ministry to support Israel. But still, Muslim studying in England, the supporter of Israel, Mufassal Islam promoted Palestinian terrorism. Okay. Mufassal Islam is PhD in the acceptable Canadian university. She is a PhD student in law department. Her topic is human rights. Well, next time Mufassal Islam would say what would be the his point, what would be the topic of PhD, then he would change the topic. What was the topic of PhD? He would change answer. Well, still, Mufassal Islam is a PhD student in acceptable Canadian university for three years. But still, Mufassal Islam supporting Palestinian terrorism in Canada. Well, that's why we need a visa. We need American visa system only in the base of social media. Well, now you can say that if you are good in social media, you can be bad in real life, or you can be good in real life. But if you are bad in social media, that means you are bad in real life. Well, yeah, if you are bad in social media and good in real life, that means this was a real face in your social media, and being a good man in real life is a mask in your real life. Nobody else says. Well, 33% people can be bad in both in social media and both in real life. 33% people can be good in social media and evil in real life. 33% people, 34% people can be good in both in social media and real life. Well, there was no chance that you are bad in social media and good in real life. There was no chance in the real world. Well, in the points, new American visa policy can decrease 33%. So decrease 33% social person applying on visa to go to America as a student who was supporting Palestinian terrorism in online and offline and the real world. Well, if you are good in if you are neutral in Israel-Palestinian conflict in social media, but in the real world you are a promoter of Palestinian terrorism, that means that you have provided false information in social media. Well, your American student visa can be banned because nobody knows that what would be happen in the real world. Okay, there would be an issues. Well, now you can say, here is my points. Now, as we can say, what is our second points we would like to mention? Well, when 34 years of study in law department in the countries to be supporter of Israel, still Mufassil Islam was a promoter of Palestinian terrorism. Well, and nowadays, well, there was some students in 4 years in the study period from 2021 to 2025 who was supporting a Palestinian terrorism. Their visa can be cancelled. And and here is the second presidency in 2025, and that is that, well, some Pakistanis and Indians and Lebanese, well, has been deported from America to Lebanon, Pakistan, and India. What was the reason? Reason was that in social media they are completely neutral, but in real life, well, but in real life, I would say two options. Option number zero. Well, they are neutral in social media, but in real life, all of them are supporting Palestinian terrorists. Well, now I would talk to you about Vidya Agarwal. She is definitely studying in perhaps University of Stanford or University of Harvard, and she works as a software. She worked as a software engineer of Microsoft. That is not only the normal IT sectors, the small IT sectors. No, that was Microsoft. As a software engineer of Microsoft, Vidya Agarwal was angry on their boss, perhaps Satya Nadella or Bill Gates. What is the reason? Yes, sir. The reason was only simple. And what is the reason? The reason was they are only a promoter of Palestinian. Vidya Agarwal was only a promoter of Palestinian terrorism. Well, she tried even one day. Here is a rumor, I don't know, but it is a logical rumor. And the rumor is that in the office of Bill Gates, not Satya Nadella, in office of Bill Gates, Vidya Agarwal threats Bill Gates that if Bill Gates would not support Israel, or Bill Gates is of course Israel supporters, Vidya Agarwal threats Bill Gates if Bill Gates would not support Palestinian terrorism, Vidya Agarwal would destroy the image of Bill Gates in the judiciary system. Well, and Bill Gates would not have no options for it. Okay, here some comments has been deleted. Well, just because here the some commentators has been deleted. Well, just because deleted that if I am boy or girl. Well, Vidya Agarwal as a software engineer of Microsoft New York office thread Bill Gates that if Bill Gates would not support Palestinian terrorism, then Vidya Agarwal say everybody that Bill Gates at complete sexual violations on Vidya Agarwal. It was a recording CC camera with a voice. And here was the turning points that it was the case that Vidya Agarwal has been deported in India. Well, now when I say the incidents about with between Vidya Agarwal and Bill Gates, this is not a proper evidence. It is a just a logical rumor, and the proper evidence is that Vidya Agarwal showed in office as a protest to support Palestinian terrorism. Well, now here is the point. Well, if your social media cannot be updated day by day, well, that means your American visa can be cancelled, and that is the logical point to me. Because I am talking you about Vidya Agarwal. I have shown you the YouTube channel interface of Mubassil Islam. That the study in law department in 34 years of the Israel supporter Western countries, still Mubassil the mental promotes Palestinian terrorism. And now, well, here is the points. Now, let's check. I would have a second point about it. Well, now let me believe that here, Almas Jacob herself. Well, now let me believe that Almas Jacob herself, Alhamdulillah, it has been 40 minutes of life. Okay. Now let's check fact Almas Jacob. Facts Almas Jacob. Okay. Now you can see here is the Allen ball. Well, where is the Allen ball? Okay. Now here is the discussion of Almas Jacob about Imam Mahdi and Antichrist versus Antichrist. What is the real point? Difference between them. Okay. Well, okay. Let me see. Expert wants Israel attack Iran on Friday in 13th. Okay. But now, well, AI exposed the shocking truth about really controlling AI. Well, now here is the dangerous part that Christian Indian Army officer terminated for refusing Hindu temple in Punjab. Well, but now, well, here would I like to say, who was the person? So, okay. Video quality cannot be good. Well, A Christian army officer Samuel. It was talking about Christian army officer Samuel. Christian army officer Samuel is terminated for refusing the worship of Hindu temples. And now, in this video, here is clear cut saying that, well, here is a clear cut point that in India army, in Indian army, well, Christian can be terminated if, okay, well, Samuel Kamala son. Well, Samuel Kamala son. Here is a. Her name is Samuel Kamala son, lieutenant in the 3rd Cavalry Regiment, and the squad of Sheikh. Well, Almas Jacob was said that here are the points. Well, Almas Jacob said that we can. I have talked it into Hindi. Almas Jacob said that Samuel Kamal's son has been terminated from Indian army officer because he refused to worship as a Hindu temples. But now, well, now here we can see, well, Lieutenant Colonel Sophia Qureshi. Well, sometimes I forgot if that was Sophia Qureshi or Sophia Ansari. Well, and now still Sophia Qureshi is still a lieutenant colonel of Indian army, but she is a Muslim. Being a Muslim lieutenant colonel is still at Indian army. I don't know if she would retire or not. Okay. Sophia Qureshi is a senior officer in Indian Army, currently holding the rank of colonel. She is notable for being the first woman to lead an Indian contingent in United Nations peacekeeping missions, and she granted national attention for her role to peace conference during 2025 India-Pakistan conflict. Okay. Here is her military education. Sophia Qureshi military education, that is Officer Training Academy, Defense Service Staff College, and National Defense College. Well, her recognitions and awards is Global Peace Gandhi Award 2019, first provost marshal in her units. Okay. Here are the points. And now let me take a break here. Just 30 seconds. Okay. Sometimes I would use background back camera because of my illness, a sudden illness. Okay. Now here is the points. Well, the connection is that Almas Jacob provide misinformation about current Almas Jacob provide misinformations about the current affairs of Indian Army. While India is a neighbor country of Pakistan, well, and now if Almas Jacob can be American citizens, well, Pakistan-oriented American citizens, now here is a probability that Almas Jacob say negative words or misinformations against United States Army. Okay. Now, well, now I would like to tell you, well, what is about the sociology. Now I would like to tell you what is sociological knowledge of Almas Jacob. And what is my sociological knowledge? Here I can compare with it. Okay? And now, here we can say, well, now let's back to our points. And let's back against the Almas Jacob sociological knowledge. Okay. Here is the sociological knowledge of Almas Jacob. Well, the topic is Imam Mahdi. Okay. Well, here is another points of sociological knowledge. Well, now let's see what is sociological knowledge of Almas Jacob. Okay. Now, here would understand. Almas Jacob's sociological knowledge is that, well, China is the importer of Iranian petrol. Well, global financial system could also be destabilized. Well, if petrol production has been stopped. Okay. In military defense business, petrol is the important, only one important fuel, and so that was going to Iran. And now, let me show some points. Okay, I had a social credit score about I had issue a file on visa credit score, but now now here we can see, well, now here you can see, well, Iranian Air Force. Okay. Now you can see the points. Well, as a Almas Jacob calculations, well, the difference, well, the distance between Texas City of United States of America and Tehran, Iran, via the route of Dhaka, Bangladesh, Beijing, China, and Venezuela, well, the distance is 25,334 kilometers and travel time is 10 minutes. And still we can see and weight is 168,250 kilograms. Well, according to Almas Jacob sociology, well, petrol would be need 33 trillion 500 billion liter of petrol would be needed to cover that. Well, that is the Almas Jacob sociology. Well, now, okay. Well, and now I can go to as a my sociology. Well, I can do that. Well, accordance with my sociology, well, we need an artificial sun with the temperature of 666 quadrillion degrees Celsius, and only that would be possible with the weight of almost 15 nanogram. It would be possible for that. Okay, and now here would I go for it. Well, you are a Pakistani. You are living in United States of America, studying the civic science. Well, civiology. Well, that is the scripture to the discussion about what is the responsibility of citizen and what is the right of citizen in states. It is the discussions, and it is the discussions that what is the mineral resource and what is the mineral resource for, how we can measurement of the how is the mineral resource economy. Okay, and now here I have mentioned that in well, at Texas City, well, here is a air travel from Texas City of United States of America to Tehran City of Iran. Well, the route is Dhaka, Bangladesh, Beijing, China, and Venezuela. Okay, here we can have a direct route. Well, and the distance is clear cut 25,000 334 kilometers, and the travel time is 10 minutes. Okay. Well, let me have the measurement for just for 2 minutes. I want to hire some another phones only to calculate. Well, okay. Well, I got the mobile in the period of dinosaur, but that would be okay for that would be okay for the velocity. We cannot calculate it as what would be the kinetic energy. I don't know why. Well, it is the image media file manager, sympathy profile. Oh, we have a calculator is here, and now I would divide 25,334 kilometer divided by, well, 10 what? By 10 minutes. Well, what is what is the velocity of the velocity of the plane would be 2,533 kilometer 400 meter per minutes. Now let's convert it into kilometer per hour. What is that? That is almost, well, 15,201 kilometer per hour. Well, the while the weight of aeroplane is 168,250 kilograms, and travel distance is 25,334, and the travel time is 10 minutes. Well, according with Almas Jacob, well, the kinetic fuel can be measured as a kinetic volume of fuel. The kinetic volume of the fuel of the aeroplane is almost 33 trillion 500 billion liter of petrol. Well, and you can see that that means almost okay. Now in the current market of petrol in United States of America, well, accordance with July 11, 2025, it is clear that well, that here we can see the petrol conversion. Well, the kinetic volume of petrol in that case would be cost almost 34 trillion United States of America. And the irony is that, well, in the calendar of 2025, the United States of American gross domestic product is 31 trillion United States of America. That is not a symbol, that is not capital income, that is not personal salary, that is the gross domestic product of the United States of America. Well, that means if American government well, that means if American government wants to spend every pennies of all money from the United States market, still fulfill the traffic event, America would receive a loan of 3 trillion of United States dollars from IMF. Now he cannot go to World Bank. He cannot call, America cannot control World Bank in this case. And and now here is Almas Jacob sociological sociology with sociological knowledge with a physics. Well, I would like just for 2 minutes. Okay, and I would change it, but change my niqab just because of I am feeling illness. Well, and now imagine this education of sociology. Well, Alma Jacob spread in YouTube. Well, could you believe that Alma Jacob can go to study in United States of America? Well, perhaps Alma Jacob clarify that Alma Jacob would not study in the United States of America. But still, well, we can say that some relatives, well, there are some cousin brother of cousin brother of Almas Jacob. Well, well, here we can see well, here we can see that second layer cousin brother of Almas, second layer cousin brother of Almas Jacob can be rejected to study in United States of America just because the citizen, the social knowledge of Alma Jacob in the YouTube channel. And here we can have a points. Sociological, well, you can know what would we have to do. Well, and here as the points, the social, we are talking about the sociological knowledge in the physics, mathematics, physics, mathematics. We can explain it that. And now, here we can see that how Almas Jacob is backdated. Now, since Almas Jacob is backdated in the points, well, new rule study on, well, when Donald Trump administration set a new rules of America and to say that to update their social media updates of their social media views and to get updated visa information that is good for me. Well, now I am feeling illness and in the new visa rules As a I have a social media, hence I can go from Bangladesh. I can be take off for Bangladesh and go to New York in the medical visa. I can do it because my social media is almost clean. Because my social media is almost clean, and even nowadays, in every life, I am almost in every life, I am here in front of YouTube camera with a face cam. Well, according with new American visa rules, well, they were the American ambassador, the American Foreign Affairs Ministry would say that I am a good Bangladeshi person because I have said social issues, I have said religious issues, and nowadays I am roasting Almas Jacob only in the base of geopolitical issues and scientific issues. Okay, and now we go here. Now here I am talking about the another points of views. Well, uh, here we can see. Well, accordance with we have a proper life of 1 hour 7 minutes. Well, my target is 1 hour. So, well, I would stop live in after 10 minutes. Well, I would that means I would end the live streaming in 10 minutes. Okay, and in 10 minutes we can say that here would be the rules. Okay, now I Almas Jacob is saying about the visa. Well, Almas Jacob is saying about study visa in United States of America. Well, now let me say that what would Almas Jacob say? Okay, and here is the major files. Okay. Well, where's NASA? Where's NASA? Okay. NASA mission moon. Here is one post row. Okay. Now let me see what is the point of views in Almas Jacobs. Well, well, here Almas Jacobs saying that when we have a picture of we have some when Neil Armstrong land in the so-called moon in so-called mission moon. Okay, so so-called mission. Here is some photos to prove that mission moon was real. But now Almas saying that added that, but now it is the problem for Almas Jacob. Well, in the photos, you cannot see the night vision of on the moon. Okay. Well, here is the because there was not a sky on the there there was no star on the night sky. That means it is probably we can say that the mission moon shooting was only on the where studio, only one studio. Now here we can see. Well, I would say the points, but as an effects, well, well, here we can say the effect is that I would like to say what would I have take. Oh, music has controls problems. Oh, uh, well, now here the person. Well, here is the channels and channel name Reach World Entertainment. Channel is belong to South Korea. Subscriber is almost 10,000. Okay. Now here is a live. We can say. Well, now let's have click the home live. It is. It is a crystal bolt, but perhaps the supporters of Almas Jacob can remove it. Okay. Now it well, now it is decent. Look like well. Highest pixel is the live is the highest pixel is 720 pixel and the lowest pixel is 144 pixels. Okay. Now let's click on 144 pixels. Okay. Now you can see that. Okay. Now you can see that only the left person here color is clear, but the two person on the right side here color is not clear. And now if I can change 720 pixel, okay. Now here is the magic. The magic is that two person in the left and the right side. Here color is clear. Right side is just a brownie, and here hair color is a green. Wow, just like a TikTokers. Okay. Well, now recently I have watching. Okay. Well, recently I have watched. Here is an advertise. Recently I have watching. Well, recently I am watching the Laksha Chaudhary videos in the topic of Sunil Pal roast. Okay, and now, well, here I would say it 144 pixel cameras. Okay, okay. Here is 144 pixel camera. Here we can just read that content disclaimer. But what content disclaimer is written in here, we cannot see. And now here is funds. Well, now let's have a playback. Speed is almost as we can slow it. The playback. Okay. Now here we can see that you can see two-person is saying in look like same at least two-person look like same in uh, 144 pixels. It would be seems like a twins brother just in 144 pixels. Now here well, here we can see that in 144 pixels there would be seen that three twins brothers. Okay. Well, it is him. It is Lakshay Chaudhary look likes, and it is also look like a Lakshay Chaudhary. But now when we can say turn from 144 pixel to proper 4K. Okay. Now in proper 4K. Well, now here we can see that here is written copyright disclaimer under section 109 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Okay. Now we can see clearly they are two different persons. Face is not same. Here is three. Okay. Just wait a moment. Well, now you can. I would like to say that playtime. Okay. Just wait for some points. Okay. Now, now let me see. Huh. Okay. Well, Well, you can see. Well, you can. Well, I could not say that, but the most frustrated comedian Sunil Pal roast by Lakshay Chaudhary has the title, and you can see. Well, now let me have a normals. Okay. Well, now let me have a normals. Here we can see that in 144 pixel, well, we can see every person are Lakshay Chaudhary. There was no different persons. Well, it is a clickbait that to roast Sunil Bhatt, but the person to be claimed Sunil Bhatt was actually Lakshay Chaudhary. But when we can see the video in proper 4K, perhaps. Well. Just for 2 minutes. No, it's clearly done. But what is funds? Okay. Well, now you can see when the font was properly 4K. It was for paper for 4K means the pixel of 2160 pixel as a proper case. In that fonts we can see that well Sunil Pal was actually a Sunil Pal. Well, and a point to be noted, if you can see me in 144 pixels, well, you can see there is some ghost. You can see there is some ghost because I am in front of camera. Well, there is my distance between camera and me is 2 meters, and in the point that our camera is 144 pixels. In that case, you would see that there would not be any person, the human person, there would be any ghost. But if you can see me in 720 pixels, you can see me that here she is a human. She wear hijab, she wear niqab, she wear short pants, etc. Okay. Well, she wear hijab, she wear niqab, she wear short pants, etc. as she can. Here is the points. Well, okay, and now you would not believe me. There. Okay. Well, you would not believe me. Here was the era while Sunil. Well, you cannot see me properly in 144 pixels. And now let's back on the Apollo Moon, Apollo 11 Mission Moon project. Well, here the what was the camera? Well, what was the camera resolution in 1969? That was 36 pixel. Well, and perhaps that was black and white color. That was black and white colors. Well, that was black and white gray colors. Well, there is a pixels 36 pixel in here. Well, as 36 pixel, you cannot see me properly in 144 pixel camera. You cannot see your favorite YouTuber video in 144 pixel camera. Well, because you assume that in 144 camera your favorite YouTuber is you and you is the your favorite YouTuber. But in a 720 pixel camera you can see that both of you and your favorite YouTuber are different person as a facials. Well, in the front of in 3 meters front of your camera with 144 pixels, you cannot decide who is you and who is your friends. While you have a photo with your friends in your camera, 144 pixel camera. And now in 1969, here was a person named Neil Armstrong landed on moon satellite in through Apollo 11 mission moon. And he has a photo, he has a camera to click his photo, and the camera resolution was 36 pixel. And here is a reality nowadays in a 1080 pixel camera you cannot click a night sky photo where you can see some star. Well, billion star you can not click. But in 1969, where the camera was 36 pixels, not 144 pixels. Okay? But yes, I would go definitely. But here is my conditions, and the conditions is like, well, I have to. My vehicle would be a flying car with a velocity of 72% of speed of light. That means almost 2,16,000 kilometer per second. I would need the vehicle with that velocity. Well, here is my conditions. That's it. And the second conditions. Second condition is our skin would be like a space suit. Well, that means we would like to be a costume like a skill factor like Superman or Iron Man. That's it. Well, here I have a camera, but 1080 pixel. When our camera can click 1080 pixel photos, we cannot click a photo of night sky where millions of stars exist? Well, in 144 pixel camera, the night sky is definitely black. But in 1969, where Neil Armstrong contained a camera with the resolution only of 36 pixels, Almas Jacob needs to watch star on the night sky. But in this, with this level of study, this level of knowledge, how can you be eligible in American study visa? Forget American study visa. If you want to apply a Somalian study visa, Somalia government should reject you. Okay. What is your favorite food that you bring to the moon? Okay. What is my favorite food? Well, it depends on how much I can live on the moon. Huh? This is it. Okay. And when I am a citizen of Bangladesh in 2017, here's my ID. I will show you later my ID card. I am a citizen of Bangladesh in 2017. So, my favorite food I can bring on the moon is 6 kilogram rice per month. But still, here is a difference that how can I research on the moon? How much time I can research on the moon? It's depend on the day. Okay. If I have to research 1 week per month, 1 week on the moon, then I need 1 kilogram and 500 gram rice as food. I need. But I have not including the travel times. Okay. And now here is the points we can see. Here we can see here was the greatest news politics, and it is geo news politics is that it is about American visa on the student purpose. American student visa for non-Americans. But I have shown that the last two comment has been discussed about the NASA on mission moons. We can see Almas Jacob considered what is the Almas Jacob last point? Almas Jacob last point is sun is a star and moon is a star. While we know that moon is a satellite and moon has only their reflected light that our planet has. Okay? You are really okay. And NASA and ISA, but My stream is about the graphic designs. Well, uh, if NASA lose me, but NASA would get you. You have no tensions. NASA would get you. Okay, and now Almas Jacob. Well, as a Almas Jacob knowledge is that. Well, as Almas Jacob knowledge is that we have said it on YouTube. Almas Jacob said is that. Okay, Sun orbits around the Earth. Sun and Moon orbits around Earth, and every planet orbits around Earth, as Alma Jacob says. But what was the points? No idea, no informations, no biblical proper informations. Well, okay. I would like to have a background points because I have to have a well, I'd like to have some preparation to be held. Well, I am favor in 100 degree Fahrenheit. Well, not you don't consider it 100 degrees Celsius. It is 100 degree Fahrenheit. Okay. Still, I would like to have a points. Thanks. Okay, it is not my lessons, and now today is not lessons. Okay. Now today is not the lessons at the points. Well, in this, according with the knowledge of Alma Jacob, I have said that what was the knowledge of Alma Jacob about the solar systems. With the knowledge of solar systems, would you think that Almas Jacob, like a student like Almas Jacob, can get a visa? There is no chance that she can have any visas. Well, she can have any visas. Well, now you can say here is a different spots on us. Well, and okay, they have found water in. Oh, yes, NASA can find anything in 100 million light years distance. NASA can find it, but it was 100 million light years. That means that in that distance, the object was exist in 100 million years earlier, but now it would not be exist perhaps Here's the points. Okay. Alright. Yes, Hubble and James telescopes. Well, you can see. Well, Almas. Here's the opinion on of Almas Jacob. Here was the opinion of Almas Jacob about James Hubble and James Webb Space Telescope. Well, that is James Webb was alum, a member of Freemason. James Webb was worshipper of Satan, Paladin, Incana, etc. Well, but problem would be is that what would be the missing or how can we roast or how can we say that what can be the negative points of James Webb Space Telescope we cannot see. Almas Jacob did not say that. Well, as now as I can say, James Webb Space Telescope. What can I say? I can say that James Webb Space Telescope can see what is happening in 1 billion light years earlier, but we cannot see what is happening in 1 quadrillion light century distance. The place. What is Almas Jacob of knowledge about to expose James Webb Space Telescope? James Webb is worship of Saturn. James Webb Space Telescope is the satanic agenda, Falana, Dinkana. Well, it was Almas Jacob knowledge. Well, in this knowledge, with this knowledge of Almas Jacob, can you imagine that a Pakistani student can get United States of study visa to study on in United States of America, particularly the University of Harvard and or University of Stanford? There is absolutely no probability. Okay? Correct, sir. Oh my Adonai. Well, you have said the real. You have said the relativity, but that was another point. Well, in Albert Einstein, okay. Now, what would I say? In Albert Einstein, with physics, well, I can travel 72% velocity of light as the velocity of my flying car in the points. But here, well, if I can travel in this velocity for 10 years continuously, well, before traveling I was 29 years old, and after traveling my age would be perhaps 29 years, 3 days. I have no idea what would be my proper age, but my younger sister, who was with age of 21 years, her age would be 31 years. Here is the relativity. different points, but now we are talking the educational skill qualification to get a visa. Well, okay. Now I have talking about some educational points on social media like YouTube. Okay. Here's in this my and how we are roasting the points, how we are roasting the women who has a negative points about education. Perhaps we can get study visa on United States of America because well we can see that we can have a proper knowledge about it, but this time we cannot explain how the world is working. Here is our sometimes our lack of knowledge, but we can update it day by day to improve our education minutes by minutes. But well, okay. Now let's have a 2 minutes. Okay. Okay. Now here, okay. Here is the points. Now Almas Jacob was talking about new visa policy of United States of America. Well, what is the new visa policy? The new visa policy is that well, students have to update their social media day by day. Well, what would we learn? What would we can see? They would update in at 9 well, at the night 10 o'clock at night. Well, but now here as we can now we are talking the education level of Almas Jacob. Well, there is perhaps no chance that with the education, this level of education visa, well, Almas Jacob can get any visa to study in United States of America, and neither the second line cousin sister of Almas Jacob can have a probability to study in the United States of America. What is the cause? The cause is Almas Jacob YouTube videos. Now there was some videos of Almas Jacob about homosexuality, but perhaps some of my audience would not like homosexuality, and some of our audience would like homosexuality. But for now, it is different. We can say it in perhaps the second life on this topic, or perhaps never. I don't know. Okay. And now here we can say, well, I would like to say, well, I would like to open the file. Well, I have forgotten if the live is. I would delete the points. I don't know. Okay. Here is well. Project CIA. Project Island economy. Okay, buddy. And now we are going on the Chandrayaan 3, China. Well, okay. Project Bluebeam. Where's gravity? Okay. Google watching you. Ah, now we are talking about alien sphere. But in that times, well, I would answer the Ajans just for 2 minutes. Okay, let me have a Ajans. Well, let me have a Ajan. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu anna Isa ibnullah, ashhadu anna Isa ibnullah. La ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, la ilaha illallah. Okay. And now we can see that, well, perhaps it is decreasing. Well, now in the topic of alien species. Well, here is I have confused that I supposed to say about graphical points or not? Okay. Here we can see it. Come, mommy, mommy. Okay, but now here is. Well, we can see it. Yeah. Well, I don't know if the video is deleted or not, but the video was still the controversials. Well, here is the video of an man captured alien sphere in Colombia, and it is not what you think. Here is Almas Jacob points. Okay. And now you can see, you don't believe it, what is written. But now, perhaps sound quality is not good just because my ceiling fan is on. There is no problem about the systems. Okay. So you will. Well, Illuminati is control in visa in the background. Bro, UAC is just a puppet. Oh my god. Well, if now let me see it. Even if Illuminati control, well, even if Illuminati control the visa system of United States of America, and United States is just a puppet, well, but in the on this first point we have to see it when Almas YouTube channel was just created. In that video, now it is private or deleted, I don't Well, Illuminati control all the top richest people are controlled by Illuminati. The natural riches, the natural rich, ordinary riches community are controlled by Illuminati, and Illuminati controlled by elite rich bloodline, and perhaps some supernatural. Almas Jacob claimed that satanic. Okay. And now, well, Illuminati control all United States of America. But do you know that what is the circumstances of United States of America? Well, in September 31, calendar 2024, United States of America contains no credibility in diplomacy, because in every time, well, from 2016 to 2024, we can see in every time the candidate, either the candidate of United States of America is women, or there is a vice president that is women. And now it is even Donald Trump elected. Well, now Donald Trump elected as the president of the United States of America. Would you like to say know that who is the National Intelligence Director of the United States of America? That was Tulsi Gabbard. When the vice candidate of president can be women, vice president can be women, and even national intelligence director can be women, what is the benefit of the Illuminati that if United States of America can be puppet? There is no benefit for Illuminati. Okay. Brother, you believe in ghost and jinn? Brother, have you seen Patrick Mohammed's video about Illuminati? Well. I have no trust in the video about the topic of Illuminati, because there is, even we can see the American video or Indian video, there is no authentic information about Illuminati. Even we know that, even we believe that Illuminati can control the world. There is no authentic resource of in any videos in the topic of Illuminati. Well, some American talks about video on in the topic of Illuminati. Well, that United States of America is puppet of Illuminati, while United States of America has no credibility to be puppet. Because United States of America, candidate of president can be women, vice president can be women, even the national intelligence data can be women. What is the benefits? Oh, Illuminati would kill Kennedy. Well, to kill, and now just you can think that to kill Kennedy, Illuminati, there is Illuminati can be necessary? Do you think that there is a necessity of Illuminati to kill President Kennedy? It is simple that they can be a secret spy of Soviet Communist Russian KGB agent. Because in the period of Kennedy, there was still a Cold War between Communist Russia and the United States of America. And Cuba was in the influence of Communist Russia, and you can see that the America is in kind of surrounded by the communist left-wing person. In that way, is Illuminati necessary to kill President Kennedy? I don't think so. Okay. Okay. Now here is questions, and now I would go to pack my points. Well, brother, do you believe ghost and jinn? Well, as a scientific way, I don't believe ghost and jinn as the scientific way. And as in ordinary points, well, in the daytimes, yes, I believe that their ghost does not exist in the daytimes. But at the night time, that means midnight 12 o'clock or midnight 11 o'clock, well, perhaps we would start to believe that there can be ghost or jinn, because well, a cat can cat, lion, tiger, cheetah, panther can contain a light with LED features. In the night time, the complete cat cannot see at the road, and the complete body of a lion, tiger, panther, cheetah, they cannot be seen at the forest. Well, if the creature can attack on me at night, then we can say that ghost attack me. When the reality is that would be cat, that would be lion, that would be tiger, or that would be a panther. Okay, but at the normal times, we would believe a ghost or jinns. Well, it doesn't matter if a ghost would exist or not. It doesn't matter if jinn would exist or not. Well, I have a life here in the topic of ghost and jinns. I have the life, whole life, and here some of my ghost is my relative in my grandfather's house. Some ghost is my relatives. Well, now in a village, I have a life that in the grandfather house that was haunted house. Just because that nobody is in here, nobody can live in here, it is look like a ghost house. Well, because of that, my younger uncle died die in the calendar of 2024 December. Well, my elder uncle died in 2012. My elder auntie dies in where 2011 or 2014. My elder aunties, elder, my grandmother, my grandmama dies in 2019. Well, when now my age is 29 years old. Before my birth, my grandpapa dies 6 months before my I born. Here is the birth, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, from the January calendar January, from the January month calendar 2025, my grandfather house is just look like a haunted house because the second elder uncle, second elder auntie, third elder auntie, and second elder uncle, second younger uncle would live in Azimpur, Chittagong, Taliban, Madaripur, Gulistan, etc. And now I am living in some another ponds that is would like a great pond place and in Bangladesh, but my accordance with my live location, the live location is in Germany. Well, when I am in grandfather's house, every ghost living in the haunted house is my relatives. Well, if there would ghost would be exist, that would be my relatives. Well, okay. Well, and now here would I say, well, now we can say it. Well, we have to take a bath. Now it is a bath time, and I would see just 1 minute. Okay, great brother. Okay, just have a 2 minutes. You can have a points. You will never know. No, it is just live locations, but I live in different countries. It is just a live location located. Well, it is just live location located. And now tell me, now you and me is discussing about the Illuminati and what is the Illuminati power and what is the Illuminati points. Well, you and me know that Illuminati was a secret society to be born in the purpose to educated every German people. Well, in 1983, Illuminati has been dismantled by the Bavarian ruler under the Kaiser of Holy Roman Empire. That means that lives in Germany. Well, and here was the points. Well, here can be secret society, but just to control their own countries. It is not difficult to say. But Illuminati controlled, well, you have known from some YouTuber who can say that Illuminati controlled Germany. Well, who can say perhaps your favorite YouTuber say that Illuminati control the United States of America. Well, you can check that before the oath of second term presidency of Donald Trump, it was written that everybody discussed that United States of America contains 36 trillion United States dollars as debt. Well, and is the United States of America was a perfect puppet of Illuminati? Brother, they will say that. Oh, well, Illuminati. Well, they said that Illuminati control dark. What about that? Well, Illuminati control the dark porn website. Well, adult content website. Illuminati control to make human dumb. Well, but nowadays it can be possible to, that if you watch porn, your brain can be dumb. It is possible, but if you want to be dumb, porn website does not necessary. Well, you have to follow Almas Jacob in the topic of alien species, in the topic of geopolitics. You can follow Almas Jacob, and you can follow the several person to say against Illuminati. But you can have a favorite YouTubers who said that Illuminati control to make you dumb. Control the world to make you human dumb. And I believe that this your favorite YouTuber to be against Illuminati is enough to make you dumb. Because well, they they said that Illuminati control the well, Illuminati control alien ball to fly without wings and jets. But this YouTuber against Illuminati, particularly Almas, forgot that. Well, it was not that metal ball flying on space without wings and jets are not alien balls. That was an event of Newton gravitational law with a graviton quantum antimaters. Okay. Well, now we have discussed that. Well, the Illuminati exposing YouTuber, including Almas Jacob, says that well, in every business, petrol is necessity. Well, you can see when your grandfather is young, perhaps petrol would be necessary for the overall business. But it was the era of Elon Musk, where we have electric cars charged by artificial sun with the temperature of 666 quadrillion degrees Celsius. But accordance with Illuminati exposing YouTubers, including Almas Jacob, well, if you want to travel from Tehran to Texas City of the United States of America, this where distance is 25,333 kilometer and the travel time is 10 minutes. Well, you accordance with Almas Jacob and some other Illuminati exposing YouTuber, in your aeroplane needs almost when your aeroplane contains weight of almost 168,250 kilograms, it would need almost 34 trillion liter of petrol. In the United States of America, we say that 1 liter petrol costs $1 US. That means the Illuminati exposed YouTubers wants that United States of America get 34 trillion extra loan to spend on petrol all in one time, while they have already in the debt of 36 trillion United States of dollars. Illuminati exposing YouTuber wants that in the next seconds, every American would say, Allah Rasta Dukka Bikadan. This times. That means, I have said in Bengali, but the meaning is, could you give some money in the name of Almighty Allah? Here is the words. Well, I have said Allah, mentioned Allah because I am a Muslim. Okay. If you have one superpower, what is your choose? My Adonai, if I have one superpower, I would like to increase my IQ so that I can generate a new superpower to fly. I can generate a new superpower to fast healing with a milliseconds. Even that is even of nuclear bomb explosion. Well, and I would generate my superpowers to run in the speed of 72% speed of light. If I have only one power to improve my intelligence, so I need only one superpower only to improve my intelligence. That's it. Okay, I would choose invisibility. That. Oh, well, I think you better to choose superpower for increase your intelligence because you can generate superpower for invisibility. Well, if you have a superpower to improve your intelligence, you can create you can generate a superpower to invisibility. Well, you don't need a superpower of invisibility, but well, here is their knowledge that if they have a superpower, they want to fly, they want to run, they want to be invisibility, they want to be Gari Gari Raha Chali, Chiore Bahubali, they want to be Hulk, they want to be Marvel Thor, if they have only one superpower. In this common sense, I don't think that they would be able to get a visa to study in the United States of America. I don't think so. Okay. And now, here we can see, well, now I think your comment session is over because, well, I am tired to provide you answers as you have a proper questions. Well, here is a gravitational, well, now you can see, okay, well, you can see the points. Well, this is the metal ball could fly without wings and jets. And here and now, you believe or not, here is the reason. The reason is it is a Newton gravitational event. Well, here is gravitational force, gravity constant, the weight of Gal Gadot multiplied by weight of Earth divided by distance between them square. Okay. And now, well, what if calculated contains 99.4 times 9 anti-graviton matter quantum particle. Well, her gravitational force decrease 1 million times. Okay, brother, you know in laptop. Well, I keep those videos in my laptop because they are roasting materials and it is a part of our research point. But perhaps I cannot keep those video in my laptop in the perhaps next in 6 months because when I can be able to buy a new laptop, I think this all video would be erased automatically. Well, because in the points we can say it is the last laptop with a Windows 10 and the next laptop would be Windows 11. If, well, interface would be quite different, but I would not say what we do. Okay. Well, and as a points, we don't need old file all the times to roast repeatedly. Well, here was some topics in my uploaded video on YouTube. We have roast Almas, but they would not exist in my laptop because that was old time of 6 years hours earlier times. But now in 4 years I keep some video of 4 years, only 4 years. I okay. Well, I have my spicy videos. No, I don't need to watch spicy videos still. But if I would watch a spicy video, well, that would be the story when Aaron Hart would be died in would be killed by Dr. Doom and Mephisto. That would be the best spicy video I would need. Okay. And now, well, the topic is the points. Well, here we can have new rules and the points. Okay. Well, ghosts are always evil. It is the religious knowledge of Almas Jacob. In that knowledge, I don't think that Almas Jacob can be study. Well, Almas Jacob cannot study in another place. Well, Almas Jacob cannot study in our points. Well, Almas Jacob cannot study in religious in another place. Well, ghosts are always evil. That religious knowledge, with this type of religious knowledge, Almas Jacob cannot be capable to get a visa to study in even Somalia. Well, now United States of America is still a developed country, yeah? Okay. Well, we have all the time, so we can have. Uh, I think I have wasted 40 minutes just to answer your beautiful questions, and your question is appreciated, but perhaps I lose my time to have a bath. See you then. Khuda Hafiz. Love you. Oh.